Good morning, friends. This is time for the trade plan for 21st of October 2020. Now let's quickly see how the overnight markets played out. This is S&P 500. So, you know, after yesterday's decline, day before yesterday's decline, this is not really a very strong bar from yesterday, but you are holding the 50-day moving average. So that possibly is the good news, and U.S. markets are very news driven. So in case you know the stimulus etc. news improves, you could have some upside. Let's have a look at how the Nifty performed yesterday. Now where this big red bar is differing from this one is differing from this is that these three candles took out only 50% of this bar, whereas these three candles have taken out almost 75% of this huge red bar. And this time around, you have both IT and banks outperforming. So it is becoming a little difficult for the market to come off. So if you have a look at how the weekly is shaping up right now, I think what's clear is that this bar is now looking like a corrective bar, and if we are able to get past this 12,000 zone, we could have a fairly strong move, and that is the sort of expectation I am having, that while people are expecting market to break down, it could actually do the reverse. You have strong FII buying, and that is often you know indicative of what sort of support the market has. On the bank Nifty, again, it's pushing up, and my sense is that we should soon get to the next resistance level, which is 24,600, but really I would think that 25,000 seems to be imminent. So bears, once we get past this 11,950, are going to throw in the towel. Let's look at Nifty IT. Now again, you can see that this sort of correction is probably ending, and the Nifty IT may be ready for a strong up move. So if IT and banks are in good shape, then it becomes difficult for the market to come off. Let's have a look at Reliance also. Reliance is still weak, but this sort of congestion zone all the way from say about 2050 to about 2150, if nothing else, could reduce the speed of decline on Reliance. If it can hang on, sideways type of zone, we could see some amount of upside. Now let's see how we want to trade the market today. For that, let's look at the 15-minute chart. Now on the 15-minute chart, you have this very, very narrow range made in the last 2 hours of yesterday. If we start to break above this range, there's a good chance that you get follow through. So upfront, what we want is that the market breaks out above 11,910, and that should lead to an intraday move at least to 11,950 and maybe even further. I am expecting that once we get out of 11,950, you could have a strong trending session. Bank Nifty, again, the 15-minute view is that we are fairly sideways, and if we are able to get past the highs of 24 360 thereabouts, even the bank Nifty could get continuation on the upside. So today could be that sort of pivotal day where we get very close or past 12,000. Okay, so in each of these cases, where is your stop? Your stop is below the narrow range. So I think you should break out today and keep going. Having said that, let's have a look at the pivot situation. Pivots are very close by 11,895, very narrow range pivots. So once we get past this 11,949, you should expect follow through coming in on the Nifty. And similarly, Bank Nifty pivots are not narrow, but they are higher than yesterday's pivots. So if you get any sort of decline to 24,253, that should allow you to buy. Yesterday, the pivot on Bank Nifty was 24,100, and as soon as we tested this, the market rocketed back. So that is the way to trade into a gap down. This and much more will be discussed in our webinar on 31st of October. There are still seats available. So WhatsApp on 98710 and or send an email at ashwani_gujral@yahoo.com. That is ASHWANI_GUJRAL@yahoo.com. So that should be it for right now. Individual stocks, I would think Asian Paints, Bharat Forge, Tech Mahindra, Mindtree, and Z. I have already given you the methodology for entry on Nifty and Bank Nifty. Similar methodology can be used on individual stocks. You look for a range and then you trade a breakout from that range. So that should be it for right now. Take care, trade well, and please consult your financial advisor.